Have the silence within and have the silence in your surroundings. And in the midst of silence, in the midst and in the midst of silence, the silence within and the silence in your surroundings, you would find yourself. The very fundamental state of the being, the purest form of the being is the purest form of the source. Source is no different. Source is no separate from the being. The being is the drop. As I have mentioned before, the being is the drop, and the source is the ocean. The being is the drop and source is the ocean. The drop carries all the tendencies. The drop carries all the qualities. The drop carries all the traits of the ocean. So once you find yourself, you see, once you find yourself as a being, once you find yourself as an Atman, once you find yourself as a being, once you find yourself as an Atman, you find the source, you find the Brahman. However, to merge with the source and to rest with the source and rest in the source. I hope you're following. However, to merge with the source, however, to rest to merge with the source, to rest with the source, within the source, you have to go through with you have to go through with all the necessary lessons. You have to shed the karma that you have accumulated, and then finally you would become the part, and then finally you would become the part of the source. Not the part of the source, you would become source. You would merge in the light, and you would lose the sense of individuality for good. You would never be an individual now. All the sense of individuality is gone now. All there remains is Brahman. What makes you an individual is gone for good. There is no karma, there is no individual. What makes you individual, what brings the individuality in you is gone, because all the karma is being worked out. Now there is no karma, there is no karma, there is no individual, there is just a Brahman. From the perspective now you are from the perspective of Brahman. You are now from the perspective, you are now from the perspective of Brahman. Now you rest in bliss and you rest in nirvana. But the dharma of humanity, whenever that happens, if you understand, whenever that happens, whenever the dharma of humanity comes down, whenever that happens, whenever the dharma of humanity comes down, you jump, you volunteer yourself and you jump into the human body and you take form of the human to bring the dharma, to bring the dharma of humanity up, if you understand what I'm saying. You jump into the human body and you jump into the human body and you take a human form to bring the dharma of humanity up. But now the process, after learning all the lessons, when the karma is shed, now the process is not the process, but now the choice is yours, whether you want to be reborn out of compassion, whether you want to be reborn out of compassion to bring the dharma of humanity up, or whether you just keep being Brahman. You see, it is your choice now that you can volunteer yourself. Moksha or mukti is not about the moksha or mukti is not about the freedom from the moksha or mukti is not moksha or mukti is not about the freedom or the liberty from samsara. I hope you are understanding what is samsara. Samsara is the circle. Samsara is the circle of birth and death. You see, samsara, our karma, whatever the karma is attached to the Atman, it gives birth. You see, have you heard the term give birth? It gives birth to samsara, which is the circle of, or the cycle of birth and death, you see. And then when it gives birth to samsara, the person has to come without any choice in order to further evolve and shed the karma. Moksha or mukti, however, is the liberty from karma, freedom from karma. It's not that some body or something has done a favor to you. There are no favors. You have to walk your route till you get to the Brahman. There are no favors, there are no prayers. However, there is a series of spiritual practices, if you understand. However, there is a series of spiritual practices that you can perform. There is a series of spiritual practices that you can perform. And to expedite the process of sharing the karma and get one with Brahman, if you understand, there is a series of spiritual practices that you can perform. That what we understand as Hinduism, which is not a religion. It's been mistaken in the past, you see. it's been mistaken. Hinduism has been mistaken in the past. Hinduism has been confused in the past as a religion. A lot of people still say, how is that possible? That's not a religion. Hinduism is no religion. Hinduism is a series of spiritual practices. Hinduism is not monotheist. It has no traits or adjectives of a religion, such as Islam, Christianity, or Judaism. These are the three major monotheistic religions. Hinduism basically is performing the series of spiritual practices, experiencing new things, and trying to find your own way to the Brahman, trying to find your own way to the light. That's what it is, if you understand what I'm saying to you. Mhm. One of the fundamental of spiritual practice is meditation. You see, one of the fundamental one of the fundamental of spiritual one of the fundamental of spiritual practice is meditation. Meditation is when you have no individuality. Whatever remains is sacred. You have no thoughts, because remember, sacred reside where there is no thought. Sacred reside beyond thought or between two thoughts. That's where sacred resides, beyond thought or between two thought. And gets you meditation basically gets you or brings you, while you remain in the body, to that state where you become one with sacred, when you merge with sacred, at least for some time while you are performing the meditation, while you watch my lips, while you are performing the meditation correct. Understand, if you are taking all the right measures, if you are doing all the right things, meditation would bring you close to your fundamental nature. It doesn't happen. You have heard the bell. So it's fairly, you have heard the bell, so it's fair to say it's time for me to perform a private meditation session. Or if not the time yet, but it is getting very close. Try, I have been stressing out in last numerous retreats one way or another while I'm delivering the words of truth and wisdom. I have been stressing out to you how significant that is. I have been stressing out to you that how significant that is to perform meditation every day. You see, I have been stressing out in my most recent retreats because I have been delivering the words of truth and wisdom since the October 1st, 2020. Do you know this date, October? I have been delivering the words of truth and wisdom since October 1st, 2020. So it has been a long time for me. And that is only on social media. Even before that, I have been delivering the words of truth and wisdom since I was very young. You understand? I am of age now, but that's not the topic here, nor this message is about me. The whole point is that I have told you, I have showed you the ways, I have given you the ways, that how I have showed you the ways and I have given you the ways, that how to act in different situation. I have given you the tools, I have equipped you with truth and wisdom, you see, and how to bring your prana, your life energy up, and how to expedite the process of moksha and mukti by sharing the karma and not accumulating, how to become alert. These are main gist of my messages. But, and it's all what you understand as spirituality, all of it. However, you need to remember something. You see, I always tell you to remember the word remember. You need to remember something. All this conversation, all that has been done, a lot of conversation has been done in the past, a lot of conversation would be done maybe in the future. We need to do practical. A lot of work need to be done. We, the sannyasis or the rishis, are not disappointed in the humankind. We still believe some goodness in humanity, but a lot of work need to be done. Do not look outside that somebody would come around and save you. Become the one who save others. That's the only way we can save each other. You understand what I'm saying to you or no? This is also pure wisdom. Do not look outside of yourself that somebody would come on a horse and Prince Charming or whoever. The delusions we humans have learned to live and would save you, and or Jesus or Muhammad or Buddha or Joseph Smith or whoever would come and save you. Nobody is there. It is all history. Nobody is there to save you. You can save only yourself. As Rumi said, it's your road and road alone, and you have to walk on this road by yourself. Others would help you walk on the road, but nobody can walk it for you. This is pure wisdom. This is transparency of things, which does not give you false hope. You, the main problem that you have become feeble, the main problem that you have become feeble, the main problem that you have become weak, the main problem you get scared so easily, the main problem that you get scared just about anything. You get scared by just about anything. You know, the main problem is that you don't trust yourself. You have forgotten to trust yourself. Then somewhere 50,000 years back, the human 50,000 years back, the human race started on this planet. Somewhere down the line, religions, you see, religions came into being. The monotheistic three major religions in the world, as I have told you, one of them is Judaism, which seems to be the most ancient one. Then comes Christianity, and Islam copies both of them and comes up with another new name which we understand as Islam. Again, my job here is not to refute any religion. My job here is not to find any weaknesses in the religion. Religion cannot stand truth. It's very simple. Truth, and what truth is, truth stands itself. However, religion cannot stand truth. You know why? Because religion is man made, is abstract, it's a human construct. I was in a conversation. I was in a conversation with a pastor. We were sitting in his office. That's years and years back. I was in the conversation with this pastor. We were sitting in his office, and the pastor said to me, "Yes, it cannot be explained. It cannot be explained. It cannot be justified or rationalized through logic or the logical mind, but it can be defended." You see, the person can say it can be defended, and we are here to defend it. And I looked at him and I said, if it is the truth, if let the truth alone. I said to this guy, let the truth alone. If even it has a shred of truth in it. Truth is silent. You see, I told him, I said to him like this. I said, look, Pastor, do you know what that is? And I told him, I said, truth is silent. Truth is like a beast. You see, human do not have to defend religion. Religion does not need the support of human if the religion is true. But since it's not true, I we were having one-to-one conversation. You understand? So make no mistake in your perception. We were having one-to-one conversation, and I told this pastor, I said, "Are you following what I'm telling you?" He said, "Oh yeah." He was kind of baffled too. You see, and I said, if the religions are for human, if the religions are for human evolution, if the religions are true, or your religion, if it is true, you don't have to defend. It does not require your support to be defended, Pastor. I said, you claim yourself as the man of God. Don't you understand this fundamental fact? It does not need your support to be defended. But the only thing that you know deep down, it's man made, it's a human construct. So you are going to defend it because it cannot be defended, you see. And then there comes a time in your life that you feel like that you are for religion, but religion, it's the other way around basically. Now that you unfortunately have become so blinded and you have become so corrupted within you that you think that you are for the religion. You become people, you means in general to whom it is concerned. People become fanatic, they become extremist in the name of God and in the name of religion. They commit atrocities in the name. This is truth. Is this your religion? Is this the truth? Do you think this truth can take you to your salvation? If you are a religious person, I would use the term salvation. Do you think you can get there by performing all the atrocities, unfortunately and sadly? No, you have lost it. You are again in a chakkar. You understand what I'm saying? You are again in a chakkar. You are again in a chagra. Open your eyes. You see, before it's too late. What is too late? What I'm saying basically, when you are stuck in a chakkar and you start harming those around you, just for example, if they don't believe in you, then what happens is nature um, teaches you in the way you don't like. You see, it can be a very effective and very deep way. You understand, like grills in. So you may not like, but then you would learn your lesson. And the job of yogis, sannyasis, the Hindus, talking about the religion, Hinduism, no religion. Hinduism has nothing to do with any religion. It's no monotheistic. Talking about religion, we the Hindus, we the yogis, we the sannyasis try to give you the option to evolve before it's too late. You understand what I'm saying? I know more and more people are coming towards spirituality now. I know that they're leaving religion. A smart man, an intelligent person, a person who can think for themselves. This person can be a her or this person can be a him. I know people like that can be found around very easily. I know that for a fact. That's why the Hindus, we the yogis, the rishis, the sannyasis are not disappointed in humans because we know for a fact that humans can be these type of smart people. We are counting on you, smart people. The people, you the smart people, you the people who can think for themselves, you the people, the youngsters even. I was in a conversation with a young lad. Young means like he was 23 or 24. I was in the conversation with a young lad. He was like around 23 or 24. And a very smart guy, very smart, highly intelligent, very high intellect, which I really like. You see, intelligence is sexy. I speak very openly. It has a charm of itself. Intelligence is sexy, and I was told by quite a few females in the past that your wisdom is very sexy. So I said, "Is my wisdom who is sexy, or is there something else too?" I'm just kidding. See, you gotta bring humor sometimes because the spirituality is such a dry topic, but it would take you to your moksha. The CD, I was in a conversation with this young lad, 23 or something, a smart man, and he said flat out, he said, "Yeah, all the religions are human construct. I have no doubt in my mind about that." And I didn't even say that to him. We were having a general conversation. It took a bend. Have you heard the term bend? BEND. You know how to bend. Once you do yoga and meditation, you learn how to bend. Then you become very skilled in bending. The people who are able to bend, they do not break easily. Know that. You see. So he said, "Yeah, they all are." So people like that we need. We need people like that because this is the mind frame. This is the attitude. This is the mind frame which prompts you to the longing of what is really going on. You see what is really going on. The person who can think for themselves, they would question at some point. That's why not we yogis are not disappointed. We are counting. My words of truth and wisdom, not personally mine. I have mentioned that before. This is coming from source because when I deliver the words of truth and wisdom, I am in a state of meditation where thought do not play any significant role or any role at all. This is thought free zone. This is liberty. This is divinity. You see, so my words of truth and wisdom would reach out to through my YouTube channel. I would encourage you, if you feel there is some wisdom, you may share it on social media too, if you like. You don't have to. I don't tell people subscribe, like my videos, share, please subscribe to my channel. Have you ever seen in a single retweet or message or video, I have pursued you? Have you pursued you? Have you ever seen that I have pursued you? In and no, you have never seen that because this is petty. As I said, truth is like a beast. You let it loose, it would defend itself. You don't have to defend. Just like the pastor was saying, we can defend it. Why do you have to defend it? If it's truth, it would stand by itself. You don't have to do anything, you see. So look for the truth, you see, and be skeptic. Be very skeptic. Do not accept, do not discard. Listen, and then figure out for yourself. You see, um, once you learn that, then the right kind of questions would start coming in your awareness. Okay, what am I? If this is a human construct, so what is going on? There's got to be something more. You see, these are all right kind of questions. And that because the stupid and the foolish are the one who are led by others, who or the similar type of people. Um, you see a fanatic, it comes among the band of people. Have you heard the term band of people? A group of people. He comes and he says, "Oh, look, it's right there," or "Look, it's right there," or or "Look, it's right there." You see the stupid ones, the foolish ones, the gullible ones. It's not a judgment. It's just the way it is, isn't it? Isn't it? I mean, it's not a judgment. It's just people like that exist in this culprit or the instigator would say, oh, look, it's over there. Oh, look, it's over there. And the gullible ones would start seeing that immediately. You understand what I'm saying? Even though there is nothing over there, you see, but the gullible ones would start seeing it immediately. The intelligent one, the wise one, the smart people, they would take a moment. Hey, what's going on? What this person is saying? Why this person is saying that? What exactly are we looking for? He would be skeptic. He or she would be skeptic. They would look around. The they would find basically the evidence of this person's claim, or they would try to find the evidence. These are the smart people. But the gullible ones, they would jump into the bandwagon. Have you ever jumped into a bandwagon? Do you know what a bandwagon is? So they would jump into the bandwagon. They would say, oh, yeah, I totally see it. You see, Pastor, or your mullah, or your rabbi, or whoever. You know, sometimes human crack me up. It's so funny. Anyway, so I give you the truth and wisdom during meditation. So take a moment and meditate. You see, don't just listen to my words and think that you are getting somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? Don't just listen to my words and think that you are getting somewhere. Do practical. I'm going to give you a break. So do meditate. So, did you meditate while I was gone? Did you? Did you really meditate while I was gone? Did you do practical? You see, I always, I always stress you do some practical. So, did you meditate while I was gone? No? Let's do it. Let's do it. Words of truth and wisdom seems words of truth and wisdom seems very nice. Words of truth and wisdom seems very good to ears. People are fascinated by me or the personification they have made in them. And they say, yes, I wish you could speak all the time in our ears. You see, well, that's not happening because after a couple of hours, you would stop wishing that. I know that. I know how the human psychology works. You see, I can read through humans, but that's not important anyway. So meditate. Yes, I know the reason you are fascinated and you want to hear me talking all the time. And just remember something that it's because I am making you realize. You know the meanings of realize. It's something that you already know. I'm not telling you anything new. However, I'm just making you realize. That's all. You already know that. And when you realize that, you become fascinated. Let's some meditate. Let's do some meditation. Mm. Remember that when you sit silent, remember these are the tips I remind you time to time. Remember something when you sit silent, silent. Shh. When you sit silent, when you are super silent, the thoughts are compelling. Compelling. It means it's pulling you. We use the metaphor of a rubber band. You have heard the metaphor of rubber band from me. So the thoughts are very compelling. It has a tension, just like that rubber band, which is super thick, and you pull the rubber band. You know how to pull the rubber band between two of your fingers, and you basically pull the rubber band, and when you pull the rubber band, there is a tension between two of your fingers because the rubber band is super thick. The rubber band is tensed. The rubber band is tense between two fingers. So imagine this is compelling. The tension in the rubber band is just thought. Imagine one side of the rubber band which is being pulled is you meditating, and the other side of the rubber band is the thought and the tension between the rubber band, excuse me, the tension between two fingers, the tension on the rubber band while it is being pulled is compel it's very compelling. It's tense. You can feel the tension. You may be overwhelmed by this tension. It's very compelling. So when you sit super silent, it would try to distract you. It would try to make false scenarios in your awareness. It would not leave you, it would make attempts to draw your attention towards it, you see. But this time is solely for you, because once you board on one thought and you board for on entire universe, remember the metaphor of rubber band ball, that rubber bands the metaphor of rubber band ball is that rubber bands are entangled with each other. You board on one thought, you board on entire universe. Rubber bands are overlapping, just like our thoughts. So when you go in meditation, at least for some time, you make sure that you are not led by your mind, you see, in the meditation, at least for some time. Mind, yes, it's significant, we understand, is significant to function in the society. We have talked about that, and we have talked about that numerous times. There is nothing new happening here now, you see. During meditation, leave yourself alone for some time. Become super silent, not only within but around you.